Hi lovelies, you're welcome to another beautiful tutorial. So on this tutorial, I'm going to be making this beautiful bobo gown that you see here with a stylish net lace on the front part. So this picture by the side was the inspiration of this beautiful dress. So if you're interested in learning how to make it, just keep watching to the end. Thank you. So guys, for you to make this beautiful bobo gown, you'll be needing 4 yards of any African print of your choice. And then you also be needing a lace. Like we have different type of lace that you can use for this particular bobo gown. And as well, you'll be needing a matching lining for your lace. So a matching lining for your lace. Then you also be needing a bias for the design that you see on the front part of the dress. So when we are making this dress, I'll be showing you where we'll be making use of the bias. So guys, we'll go ahead and fold our fabric into two. As you can see how I fold mine. So if you fold it that way, you notice that the length of our fabric is 45, but you have to fold it the other way around. The two edge to meet each other so that you can get the desired length of what you are working with. So this is mine. I fold it into two already, as you can see. So I'll now go ahead and draw a line at that point that you see me doing right now. Just go ahead and draw a line there. So that will be our guide, and it will be that line there will be serving as our shoulder line. So I'll go ahead and mark my neck width of 3 inches. Then my neck depth, I'll be using 3 inches. But if you're a small person and you felt like this would be too down, I would advise you use 2.05 inches for your neck depth. Now I'll go ahead and place my tape at that shoulder line, and I'll be inserting my shoulder measurement. When I insert my shoulder measurement, I add half inch and 0.5 inch for ease. So that is what I'm working with. Then from that shoulder line, I came down by 1 inches. Then I'm connecting it to my neck width. At that point, I'll be placing my tape there to mark my upper chest line. So this place I'm marking right now will be serving as my upper chest line. I'll just go ahead and use my ruler and connect the line there like this. Then at that place that I mark as my upper chest line, I'll be taking my bust, I'll be inserting my bust circumference there. So I'll go ahead and insert my bust circumference there. I'll be adding 1.05 inches for ease allowance. For ease, because this is a bubble gown, you want it to be free. Then I'll go ahead and add 1 inches for my seam allowance, what I'll be using to close the side of this beautiful bubble gown. I'll just go ahead and use my free hand and connect it like that to form my armhole. So this is the front that we are cutting. So, and this is how you should do your armhole. Then I'll be placing my tape at that shoulder line. I'll be inserting my hip. I'll be taking my hip length at that point. So that point is my hip length. And I'll go ahead and insert my hip measurement there. And I'll also go ahead and add 1.05 inches for my ease allowance and 1 inches for my seam allowance. Then I'll be joining it to the upper chest line with my ruler. So once I'm done joining that, now I'll be using my free hand to form a sort of an A line. So I'll just use my free hand and draw it like this. See what I'm doing? I'm forming an A line to the full length of my gown. To the full length of my gown. So now I'll be placing my tape there to determine the full length of my gown. I'll be placing it at that line like this, and I'll be going down to determine the full length. So the full length for this particular gown was 58 inches. And I decided to add 2 inches extra on it to make it 60 inches so that when I'm done turning the down part and also joining the shoulder, I'll be left with 58 inches. So now I want to determine my pocket because this bubble gown will be having a cut together pocket. So I'll be going down there to 17 inches for where my pocket to be starting. So when I placed my tape there, I went down by 17 inches. Now for my pocket opening, I'll be going down by 7 inches, and that was at my hip line. That is my pocket opening. Now for the depth of my pocket, how deep this pocket will be, I'll be placing my tape at that part, and I'll be coming down by 7 inches as well. So that will be the depth of my pocket. Then I'll be using my free hand to just make a little curve like this. I hope you understand what I did there. That will be my pocket. So I'll be cutting a cut together pocket for this particular bubu gown. So I'll just go ahead and start cutting. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit on the subscribe button to join this beautiful family, and also turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload new videos, because on this channel I share sewing tutorials, pattern drafting, and many other things. So I don't think you want to miss out on any. So just hit on the subscribe button and join this beautiful family. Thank you so much. So guys, this is all for the front part. So we'll go ahead and make our V shape. So if you notice, that front part has an opening. So we'll just go ahead and go down by 5 inches at that point. Then you'll be forming a little V. So I'll just use my tape and form something like 0.25 inches at that point, and I'll just cut it out. I didn't want it too wide, so after turning that part, I won't be having it too wide and too open for the person. So now we are done with the front. We'll just go ahead and use it to cut our back. So we'll be using this front to cut our back. We'll be folding another fabric into two. So this is the fabric I'm done folding into two. So I'm placing my front piece on the back part. So I'm placing my front piece on the back part like this. As you can see, just make sure that you place it very well. And guys, the back of this bubu gown won't be having any zipper allowance. We won't be having any zipper allowance at the back. You can see how I place it. There is no allowance for zip. Then the only difference between the back and the front now will be the neck depth. The neck depth for the back will be higher than that of the front. So for the neck depth for the back, I make use of 1 inches, but the neck width remained the same. So I'm still using the neck width of 3 inches and the neck depth of 1 inches. So that is it. So just go ahead and cut it out. So guys, if you are yet to give this video a thumbs up, please do wait to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will help to push out this video for me. And also do not forget to leave a comment at the comment box. And thank you so much for watching this video to this point. I can't thank you enough. And to my returning subscribers that make it out to watch my videos, thank you guys so much for always watching my video and supporting me in this channel. So guys, this is all for our cutting of this part. So now I'll be removing the back part and I'll be keeping the front part. So this front part is what we are going to be using to cut our lace fabric that I'll be using to place on in the front part. So just go ahead and fold your lace into two, because it's better you cut it on fold. So fold your lace into two and place it on the front part of this bubu gown like this. Make sure you arrange it very, very well. As you can see me doing, I'm arranging mine very, very well, and I'm making sure that everything is well arranged and well placed, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and take the wideness of the lace, how wide I want it to be on the front part. So I'm taking a wideness of 4 inches, and I added ½ inches that I'll be using to turn the side with my lining, so that after doing everything I'll be having 4 inches. So I'm taking 4 inches. So if you feel like this 4 inches is too wide for you, You can make use of 3 inches, you can make use of 2.5 inches, depending on what you want. Mind you, this is unfold, so when I open it up, I'll be having 8 inches. So if you're making use of 3 inches, when you open it up, you'll be having 6 inches. So I'll just go ahead and cut that neck shape that I have for the front part, and I'll also be slanting my shoulder like this. Then at that armhole part now, I'll be taking my tape to determine how deep it will be. So I'll be marking 5.05 inches. So half inches will be what I'll be using to fold that part inside. Now I'll be using my free hand to make a little curve there to look like the one we are recreating. So just watch at what I did, make a little curve at that armhole part so that it will look like what you are recreating. Then I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So I'll just go ahead and cut out everything. Please just watch as I cut. So guys, once I'm done cutting this part, you see how it is. So once I'm done cutting this net part, I will go ahead and use the net to cut out a lining piece for it, what I'm using to turn it. So this is the lining, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and place it on the right part of this net. I'll be placing it on the right part of the net like this. I'll be placing on the right part of the net like this, and I'll go ahead and close that part. I won't be closing the neck part, just the sides. I'll be closing the sides so that I can turn it in and I'll iron it out. So guys, you can see I've turned the side of this net, and I've also go ahead to iron it. Now it's not time for us to place it on our fabric. So I'll be teaching you guys how to go about placing it. So guys, I've not yet made that hole on the net part. That is not an issue. I want to do that when I'm done placing it on the dress. And guys, we found out at this point I was busy placing it on the wrong side of my dress, of the gown. So I was busy placing on the wrong side of the gown, but don't worry, when I'll do the next one, you see it. So you were meant to put this bias under like this, and you fold it and top stitch on it. But if I start doing like this, it will be so difficult for me. So I decided to first and stitch one part of this bias on the dress. I'll first and stitch one part of this bias on the dress like that, and I'll fold it in again like that, as you can see. So I'll take it to my machine and I'll do that. So guys, I've stitched it. I'll just stitch one part of the bias. So now I'll go ahead and place it now on the bubu gown, like this. So guys, please make sure that you arrange this very well to be placed on the center part of your dress. You won't want a situation that one part will be outer than the other. So you can go ahead and mark that with a chalk. So once you are done sure that you have placed it in the center, you just go ahead and be folding that bias and be top stitching on it. You can also use a pin and hold this down so that it will be easy for you. So guys, I'm done attaching mine. As you can see, it came out very beautiful and neat as well. You can see how everything is looking so neat. See the back part, everything is looking so neat and beautiful. So now just go ahead and cut out the lace that is at that part, as you can see. So that I also have that hole at the front part. So now this is what it's looking like. I'll just go ahead and trim out all the excess lace that came out. So I'll just go ahead and trim them out, as you see. So guys, I'll be turning it back. See the neck part. So at this point, if you are not going to be using lining, just go ahead and cut a facing and turn that V part into. But my client insisted that I add lining to her bubu gown. So that was why I was making use of this black lining that you see. So just go ahead and turn that V part like this. I will not be turning this other part, just the V part for now. Then I'll also be turning the down of the dress. I'll also be turning the down. So guys, I'm done turning it. As you can see, just the V part I turn and the down part. I did not turn the round neck part. I did not turn the round neck part. So I'll just go ahead and bring the front piece so that we can join the two shoulders together. So I'll be showing how to join your shoulder together for this particular bubu gown. So you'll be joining the main fabric together like so. Then you go ahead and join the lining separately as well. So that is the way you go about joining the shoulder of this particular dress. So guys, as you can see, I'm done joining mine. See the outer part and also see the inside part, as you can see. So guys, now for us to take our measurement for what we'll be using to cut our bishop collar for this particular dress. So just go ahead and fold the back part like this. Fold it into two. Fold it into two like this, as you can see. Then once you are done folding into two, you just go ahead and use your tape and measure it like this. Whatever that you have there, you can see, just go ahead and measure it. Then you come to the front part, pick one side and also measure it. So what you have in the both parts will be what that will guide you while cutting your bishop collar. So this is the pattern paper that I'll be using to draft out our bishop collar. So just watch at what I'll be doing. So I'll be marking that part as the center part. Then I'll be labeling this part as the back. So guys, sorry, I was not supposed to. Then this other part will be the front part. So I was not supposed to mark that part up. So I went ahead to mark it down. So I'll go ahead and place the figure that I had for the back there. So I had about 4 inches. So I place it there. So I'll go ahead and also place what I have for the front as well there. Then at that front point, that part I mark, I'll be coming up by half an inch. I hope you understand what I'm doing. I'll be coming up by half an inch and I'll go ahead and connect it like this. Then for the back part, you can just go ahead and go up by that, or you can just go up by 0.25 inches and also make a slant there. So this also help your back part to sit perfectly on your neck. Then from there, I'll be determining the height of my collar. So I'm using 1.05 inches for the height. That is how wide I need it to be. Then at this part, I'll also go ahead and mark 1.05 inches as well. Then I'll go ahead and connect it like this. Then I'll be using my ruler to join those 2 points together. So I'm using my ruler to join the 2 points together. And guys, this is all for our collar. So you can see how it's looking. It's looking nice and beautiful. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. I'll be cutting it out. You just see how I'll cut it out. So this is the pattern that I'll be using to cut on my fabric, the piece that I have brought out for the collar. So this is it. And please, please make sure that you mark where that the down part of your collar is and where the upper part is, so that you won't get confused. So this is my fabric and it's on fold. So while cutting this, you'll be cutting it on fold. So I'll go ahead and place my pattern paper like this and I'll be cutting. Then I cut with 0.25 inches allowance. That is what I add for mine. You can go ahead and add half inch, but if I add half inch, I will still need to trim it out after stitching it round. So I decided to just add 0.25 inches. So I'll be using this other piece to cut out the remaining 2 pieces. That is the net fabric and extra lining fabric. So this is what it's looking like. You can see the lace fabric there and the 2 lining. So now we'll be placing this like this. The net fabric will be placed in between the 2 lining. So I'll be placing it on top of this one like this. And I will go ahead. You can see I notch the down part that will be attached to the down part of the dress. So you just go ahead and place it like that and stitch it all round like this. You can see what I did. Stitch it like that. So guys, I'm done stitching mine and I've ironed it. So it's now time for us to join it to our dress, for us to now attach it to our dress. So I forgot to mark, to notch the midpoint the first time that I fold the bag together to get our width. So I'll just go ahead and notch it now so that it will be a guide for me to pin down my collar on this dress. So I'll go ahead and pin the two center parts together. That is one of the collar and that of the main dress. And I'll just keep pinning it like this. I'll just keep pinning it like this. So guys, at times when you pin your collar, you find out that sometimes the collar will be longer than the dress. Do not worry and do not be in a haste to trim it out. Sometimes it's how you pin it down that cause that excess to be. So mine, when I was done pinning mine rhyme up perfectly. There was no excess. So I'll just go ahead and stitch it down. After stitching that, I'll turn it over and top stitch on the inner part. So guys, this is what the collar is looking like. You can see it's standing up perfectly and the neck is looking all nice and beautiful. Then I'll just go ahead and turn my dress to the wrong side so that I'll be able to close the side. So guys, to close this side is not that hard. So I'll be teaching you how to close the side and also close your pocket. So once I'm done closing and I reach at that point that my pocket starts, I'll go ahead and place my tape and mark my pocket opening where the pocket opened. I will now stitch down and close the dress completely. So guys, when I'm done closing the dress, I'll be attaching the sleeve. So this is our sleeve. It's just a basic sleeve. So that's what I'll do. So then I'll go ahead, after stitching, I'll now go ahead and close the pocket like this. So I'll be taking this to my sewing machine to do that. So guys, this is what it's looking like. As you can see, it's looking so beautiful and nice. You can see how beautiful this dress came out. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also leave a beautiful comment.